Spent so long under a storm cloud. Mr. Blackbird sitting in the tree, why don't you come down and sing to me about all the people that you see as you travel around the world? Oh, Mr. Blackbird sitting in the tree, why don't you come down and sing to me about all the people that you see as you travel around the world? Oh, Mr. Blackbird sitting in the tree, why don't you come down and sing to me about all the people that you see as you travel around the world? Oh, Mr. Blackbird sitting in the tree, why don't you come down and sing to me about all the people that you see as you travel around the world? Oh, Mr. Blackbird sitting in the tree, why don't you come down and sing to me about all the people that you see as you travel around the world?
All right, is she the one that tells me? Is it time? Well, good evening and welcome to the Thursday, January 24th City Council meeting. Can we have, all right, looking through my thing, a roll call.
Mayor Hartke?
Here.
Oh.
Here.
Councilmember Stewart?
Here.
Councilmember McClymans?
Here.
Councilmember Wong?
Here.
Councilmember Lopez?
Here.
Councilmember Orlando?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Very good, thank you. So our invocation tonight will be given by Peggy Schlesinger with the Chandler Baha'i Faith, and our new Vice Mayor, Terry Rowe, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
O my God, unite the hearts of thy servants and reveal to them thy great purpose. May they follow in thy commandments and abide in thy law. Help them, O God, in their endeavor, and grant them strength to serve thee. O God, leave them not to themselves, but guide their steps by the light of thy knowledge, and cheer their hearts by thy love. Thou verily art their helper and their Lord. Amen.
Will you please join me in the pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Thank you, Peggy Schlesinger. So council, we've got a pretty simple agenda tonight with many of these at the end that are also quite simple, but I do see that a couple items were called in. Councilmember Orlando, item number 3.
Oh, Mayor, I was going to leave that for later, but I could quickly talk about it now. This item was obviously, we're looking to put the council meetings at 6 p.m. I've talked to a few residents about it, and they're open-minded, and which is good. We've always talked about this in the past, enough time to get folks out here to after dinner, but then it gets late sometimes for young adults. But I'll be voting for this, obviously, but I just let the audience know that, you know, if we'll look at this case by case. If things need to change, we'll adjust it. If not, we'll keep it the way it is. So that's all I have for 3.
Okay, very good. Item number 14, again, Councilmember Orlando.
Yeah, staff answered this question the other way. The way we talked about alleyways, I got that answered earlier today, so we're good on that one. It's just it's not the alleyways we're actually doing. That's a separate agreements coming up in the future. So, and I believe we're still doing that program, so that's good.
Well, great. So these are the 2 questions.
Well, the only other one was the item on the vehicles, Mayor. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So 10, 21, 23, and I think Ms. Stapleton, you're the right one?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
The other question I had is, I know we're.
Orlando, may I call our fleet superintendent,
Sure.
Larry Yunker, up there?
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For which item is this?
Item
10,
number 10,
21,
21,
22,
22, and
It's
23.
one question. Yeah, it's all about fleet vehicle, right? Exciting stuff.
Yes.
So question for you, I know we're buying these vehicles throughout the whole valley, and I get that, rates, things like that. I prefer we buy in Chandler, obviously, but that's a different story. So the question I have for you is, since we're buying these fleets throughout the entire valley, do we, for the first 3 years, there's maintenance contracts. Do we take them to the local vendor? Surely we don't drive them to Avondale or some other places, correct?
No, Mr. Mayor, Councilmember Orlando, we do not, if we buy them on state contract or if we buy them on low bid, anybody can bid in the valley. So we're trying to get the best price for our money. And when we get them here, we'll actually go to our local dealers, and we have contracts with parts and labor. But all that stuff is all done with our local dealers here, most of them in Chandler. So.
Okay, so the maintenance stuff will definitely be taken care of in Chandler. If there's any additional stuff, that stays in Chandler as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you. Thanks, Mayor.
All right. So these were all of the items that were called in. Is there any other questions or comments about tonight's agenda from council? Seeing none, motion would be in order.
Mayor?
Vice Mayor Rowe.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to approve the agenda for the Thursday, January 24th, agenda items number 1 through 52. That's my motion.
And second it, Mayor?
Second by Councilmember Orlando. So we have a motion and a second. Please vote.
Motion carries unanimously.
All right, very good. And we have, are there any unscheduled public appearances? You have the opportunity to talk for 3 minutes, but we cannot address you. Is there any unscheduled public appearances? All right, seeing none. We have some current events, announcements. So I've got a few. Coming up in the near future on February 7th, we're having our annual Volunteer Recognition Award. And in preparation for that, we have 3 outstanding community volunteers, Bob Delp, Valley Christian High School students. Bob works with a veterans group, Valley Christian High School, had a project with the city called Pancakes and Pavers. Nikki Cummings works with our fire department. They've all been nominated as part of Chandler's annual Volunteer Recognition Awards program, and they're in the running for the People's Choice Awards. How this works, whoever gets the most votes, it can come from Chandler, Mesa, it can come from Indonesia, that they will be the ones that we will announce that morning. I see we have one of our own with the fire. I assume that there's work going on there. I know these other 2 will be worthy opponents. But the public is encouraged to vote online at chandleraz.gov/volunteer100 by Friday, February 1st at 5 p.m. You can vote, you can cast a vote each day. So this is the first year that we've actually opened that up and allowed you to do multiple votings. My second announcement has to do with the Mayor's Teen Leadership Academy. The Mayor's Teen Leadership Academy is accepting applications through tomorrow. The free 5-day program runs from March 11th through 15th during spring break from 9 a.m. to noon at the Chandler City Hall. They will have the opportunity to interact with staff, to learn about city government, to have the opportunity to meet with us. And selected participants will learn more about the inner workings of everything that goes on there, from mayor to council office to every department in the city. So if you are interested in applying, I see we have some potential candidates in the office. You can apply online at chandleraz.gov/teen leadership. Number 3, we have the Disability Awareness Awards winter nominations. The Mayor's Committee for People with Disabilities are celebrating the contributions of students excelling with disabilities and educators and volunteers committed to improving their lifelong success. Disability Awareness Award winter nominations are being accepted January 11th through February 11th for Student of the Year, Volunteer of the Year, and Educator of the Year. For information and to submit nominations, visit chandleraz.gov/disability awareness awards. And finally, wow, as mayor, I'm doing more announcements than I usually do. This is kind of fun. Maybe not. I do a lot of announcements otherwise. Yeah. Thank you for the ego check there. We have our transportation master plan update that we're currently engaged in. We are seeking the opinions and priorities of residents concerning Chandler's transportation system to help us update the transportation master plan. The last time we updated our master plan was back in 2010, and there's a lot has changed, a lot of uses and a lot of opportunities. This will include streets, transit system, bicycle, pedestrian facilities, and technology to help us get to existing multi-use high transit as well. So public comment is sought on high-capacity transit study on Arizona Avenue as well. There's a public survey which is available at chandleraz.gov, Transportation Master Plan. There's also a meeting Monday at 3 o'clock at the Veterans Oasis Park and Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And City Manager, do you recall where that is at?
It's in the community center, isn't it?
At the community center in downtown. Very good. And Councilmember Stewart, we put you at the other end to unleash your inner announcer.
That's great. As many of you know, I whined and cried a lot that all the good stuff was taken by the time it got to me at the very end, where Councilmember Orlando is. Now I get to go first, and I've got about 9 pages of announcements that I'd like to. No, last year we kicked off. Mayor and council supported an initiative to kick off an angel investor seminar series here in Chandler. And that's been supported by Chandler, and then Gilbert had it last quarter, and now Mesa's having it. It's a series of free workshops for angel investors trying to build the East Valley up as one of the entrepreneurial centers of Arizona and the Southwest, and it's working. So in these seminars, participants will be introduced to the knowledge and tools they need to learn how to start investing. And the next workshop is scheduled for February 6th. For more information, go to East Valley Partnership. It's actually evp-az.org. And then kind of in line with that is the city of Chandler right here is hosting a 4-port export development workshop called Global Dreams. This, along with the Economic Development Department, this program offers critical information for small businesses that are considering exporting for the first time or looking to grow their export sales. So that is good for national GDP. So it's good for our small business owners and medium business to look into that. We actually have an international bank just right up the street here. And the session will be held each week for 4 weeks, beginning February 7th and concluding February 27th. And there's no cost to attend. For more information, call Michael Winter at 480-782-3034. That's all I have.
Thank you, Councilman.
Yes.
Thank you, Mayor. The staff has been working hard since August of last year on the 2019-20 budget. And we just conducted the citizen budget survey from November 1st last year to December 31st. And we received 995 responses. Quality of life, 96% stated we were excellent or good. Good return on tax dollars, 96%. Satisfaction with overall city services, 97%. Great numbers. And tonight we kicked off our first micro retreat that provided Mayor and Council our first opportunity to really discuss Council's general fund priorities. And I'm excited to announce that thus far Team Chandler is aligned to continue to focus on budgetary areas that are in line with the feedback that we received from the survey. And as a finance guy, these are exciting times. Exciting times are ahead. And so furthermore, I mean, the bottom line of my point is if you see me out in the community, I'd encourage you to share with me any budgetary ideas you have, because we're in that time. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Vice Mayor Rowe.
Thank you, Mayor. Very quickly, thank you to staff for the work that you're already doing on the budget. That's a big apple to take on at one time, so a little bit by bit we'll knock it out. And I want to say that this morning I got to attend another ribbon cutting, because we do get to go to a lot of ribbon cuttings. And the Salvation Army opened a new family thrift center, and it's out at Chandler Heights and Arizona Avenue. And so a nonprofit like this is an organization that really takes the things that is donated to them and your purchases, and they use it for people that are really needy. So it's a genuine, good nonprofit. I hope you'll check it out. It's a brand new, beautiful store. And which leads to my second point, is that there was a great turnout out there. We had a band, and they had, but with late notice, the Chamber of Commerce, Terry Kimball and your folks, came out and helped make that a great success. And so thank you for being there, and thank you for making sure that that was good and supporting our businesses. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you for attending and representing us.
Well, welcome, Mayor.
Councilmember Huang.
Okay. I would like to say Chandler is actually is probably more international than we think. I still remember in 2012 when I ran for the council for the first time, and we do need to collect signatures from the residents. And some people suggest me to go to Chandler Fashion Mall. They say, hey, there's tons of people. You will get your signature very quick. And so I saw so I went there, and it turned out it was a mistake. I spent 3 hours there, and most of the people there were not Chandler residents. And actually, I did encounter, so are you Chandler resident? No, I'm from Irish. I'm from Ireland. No, I'm from French. No, I'm from Canada. So the point I want to make is we are very international place in Chandler. And so that this month we just have a international film festival here in downtown and also in Hawkins. It was from 17 to 21, and I believe they will have it next year. So we probably can promote it right now. So next year we can have a bigger one. And on January 19, we also have multiple cultural festival. We also have a lot of international people, domestic or foreign coming to our city. But I would like it to be a little bit bigger so we can stop. So I would like to urge that we can start to promote it right now. Finally, February 5th will be the Chinese New Year. It's observed by many Asian countries, not just China. So you can expect the Chinese community here in the Valley will have banquet beginning from February to May. So if you happen to know somebody, hey, yeah, go ahead. Thank you.
Well, Councilmember Wong, it's never a waste of time to spend 3 hours at Chandler Fashion Mall.
Okay.
Councilmember Lopez.
Thank you, Mayor. Again, we talked about the budget and how well Chandler's doing right now. Businesses are growing. One of the things that we have in Chandler that many cities don't have in the East Valley is the Chandler Symphony Orchestra. And not just a symphony orchestra, but nobody has the Chandler Symphony Orchestra except Chandler. It's another one. So this Sunday, they will be having another performance on January 27th at 3 o'clock at the Chandler Center for the Arts. It is a free concert for anyone that wants to come. So it's a great family event to bring out the kids and the family, and afterwards go downtown and have dinner. For more information, you go to the Chandler Symphony Orchestra, chandlersymphony.com for more information. And on Sunday, they will be completing their classical series with classical superheroes. And no, unfortunately, no Iron Man or Captain America will not be there. They are the superheroes of classical music. So they are from, and I'm going to butcher these names, from Shazarati to Spartacus are the ones that they will be featuring their music. And also a guest conductor will be present, John Massaro will be helping out. So if you're wondering what to do on a Sunday afternoon, come out and see the Chandler Symphony Orchestra. Thank you.
Councilmember Orlando.
So Mayor, I won't tell Councilmember Stewart our mastermind plan that you're telling me from February on, he's starting from this end of the dais and working that way. I won't let the cat out of the bag. You didn't see that? Okay, we're voting on that next week, so yeah. No, it's good to be back. Thank you, Mayor and Council. It's got a chance to know you for the last couple of weeks. It's a hard-working group of individuals up here, and I've known to respect them and appreciate their different diversity. They keep telling me, well, you're the old guy, you're the knowledge guys, but you know what? I think I'm learning more from these guys over the last couple of weeks than I've learned in a long time, so I really appreciate you guys welcoming me on board, so I appreciate that. So, but on February 9th, we had the 8th annual Chandler Science Spectacular. The Chandler Science Spectacular showcases the business, artists, students, and innovators in our community. This event is a unique opportunity for attendees to explore the discoveries of science, engineering their own backyards through interactive demonstrations by the Chandler technology companies, along with the next generation science from ASU and U of A. It's free, good stuff, downtown Chandler. And special thanks to the corporate sponsors, Intel and Northrop Grumman, which obviously has a huge impact on the science technologies for our organization. Councilmember Lopez, thank you very much. You spearheaded this for the last, 3-4 years? And so I got some tough shoes to fill, but I think we'll work it, as long as you're there to answer my phone calls. I do. I got it now, yeah. The mayor gave it to me. For information, you can visit the Chandler website, chandleraz.gov/science. And Mayor, that's all I have. Thank you.
Councilmember Lopez, I changed the numbers around. You're safe. City Manager.
Thank you, Mayor. Just one thing, I just wanted to thank you and the council for entertaining us tonight with early discussion around the budget. And I did want to say that I hope Councilmember McClymonds is equally excited by the time we get to the end of this budget process. So keep that up. We may need some of that. All right. Thank you. That's it.
Well, before we adjourn, I do want to acknowledge we've got some Boy Scouts in the audience. They're here for their merit badges and awards, so we're so glad that you're able to be here. We kind of see the back of your heads. If you guys want to wave, we can see your hands. There you go. Good-looking group. So thank you for joining us. And with that, this meeting is adjourned.